Everyone. I hope everybody is doing good. So today I'm here with another live video with another topic. So I want to ask a simple question so I can help people who are facing some challenges when it comes to gambling. The question for today is, just be honest with yourself. Are you debt free or you are drowning in debt because of gambling? You just need to be honest with yourself. Let's have a conversation, guys. Are you debt free or are you drowning in debts because of gambling? So this live video, I'm here trying to help people who are drowning in debts. I want to share something that they can learn from. So something that they can do in order for them to avoid drowning in debts, or in order for them to escape the debts that they are having. So are you debt free or are you struggling with debts? Are you drowning in debts because of Aviator? So that's a topic for today. I want to ask a question and then I want to hear from people. And if you are struggling with debts, you are owing people because of gambling, I want to come up with a solution. So this live video, I'm here asking people a simple question. You just need to be honest with yourself. You don't have to run away from the truth. You don't have to run away from the reality. Are you debt free or are you drowning in debts because of gambling? Or we are living a reckless life because of gambling? So that's the question for today. I want to ask people this question so I can hear from them. And if people are struggling or having problems because of gambling, like gambling problems or gambling addiction, I'm here to help you out. Let's just have a conversation. And if you're new, you are welcome. This is the Aviera Pilot. The topic for today, I'm just waiting for people to join. I want to hear from people. Are you debt free or are you drowning in debts because of gambling? That's the question for today. Are you debt free or are you drowning in debt because of gambling? So if you are struggling with debts, I'm here trying to help you today. Just tell me your story and tell me what's happening so I can try to help you out. So that's the question for today. Be honest with yourself and be honest with me, because I'm here trying to help you out. Because I know there are so many people who are drowning in debts because of Aviator, the way they approach Aviator. I can say that the way they approach Aviator, they are drowning in debt. So I want to hear from you guys today that are you debt free or are you struggling with debts because of gambling? So let's just have a conversation on the chat. Comment on the comment section with anything that you are facing based on gambling, based on Aviator, so I can try to help you out. So this live video is going to help you if you're struggling with debts or if you're struggling to manage your funds. So this live video, the main purpose for this live video is to help you out. Don't be afraid. You just need to be honest with yourself and tell me whether are you debt free or are you owing people because of gambling, or you are living a reckless life. You can't even afford to pay your bills anymore. You can't afford to what you call, even if you're not owing people, but for the fact that, okay, you are working your 9 to 5 job, but you are failing to manage your funds because of gambling, you end up losing almost 50% or more than 50% of your salary on Aviator. So if you're on that challenge, if you're facing that challenge, don't be afraid to comment on the comment section. So I'm here trying to help you out. And if you are struggling with those, the only important thing that you need to do, if you are struggling with debts because of Aviator, or if you're failing to manage your funds, you need to avoid gambling with the money that you are not comfortable with to lose. So you need to set your plan and not gamble with the money that is not supposed to be used to gamble. Because I know so many people, they are drowning in debts. I know so many people, they are drowning, going down the drain because of one thing, because of gambling with their salaries or borrowing money from loan sharks or gambling with their lifetime lifetime savings or what so on. So many people, they are drowning in debts because of Aviator. And I have this other video titled A Important Message. And that video is on 400 and something views. People are not watching that video. And if you don't know that video, please go and watch that video titled Important Message. On that video, I'm talking about these things of trying to avoid borrowing people's money, trying to gamble with your whole salary, trying to make more money because of emotions. Because I know most of people, they are struggling. They are borrowing money from people, borrowing money from loan shark. They are overspending their salary on gambling, trying to make more money. Some people, they are owing people, they are in problems, they are in debts, but they still have that mentality of saying they want to come to Aviator and make more money so they can cover their debts. If you approach Aviator with that mentality of saying you want to come to Aviator to play so that you can pay your debts or you can pay your bills, if you come with that mentality, you're still gonna lose so much money. You're still gonna lose so much money because you'll be trying to make more money. And another thing, if you're playing Aviator with your last 200 rand or your last 50 rand, trying to make money in order for you to pay your loan sharks or your debts, you know what's happening? You know what's the tricky thing, the tricky part? Sometimes you will play with your last 200. Let's take you're owing people 2,000 rand, or you're owing someone, or your rent, you need to pay your rent is 2,000 rand or 4,000. You'll be playing with your last 200 rand, recklessly so. And then after playing with that 200 recklessly so, and you'll be making 7,000 from that 200 rand. I'm making an example. Or you make 5,000. You will take that money, okay, and pay whatever that you're owing. But that thing, it planted a seed in your mind of saying you need to come to Aviator in order for you to make money to cover your stuff. You're still gonna lose so much money. That's how you end up drowning in debts because you don't know which money are you willing to use, or you just play it without knowing what you're doing. So the main reason for me to do these live videos and also post the content of Aviator is for me trying to change the way you think, the way you approach Aviator. You don't need to come with that mentality of saying you want to cover your stuff, you want to you want to pay your rent, you want to pay your bills, you want to pay your what's so on. Sitembiso Pindlomo. How are you? How are you, Sitembiso Pindlomo? I'm good, my brother. How is everything, my brother? The question for today, my brother, is: are you debt free, or are you drowning in debts because of gambling? Are you gambling responsible? Are you gambling responsible, or you are just depending on luck? Because I know 90% or 95% of people, they are depending. They think Aviator, it's about luck. It might work for you for a couple of days. It happens that you are on that lucky run without even knowing what you're doing, playing reckless, winning recklessly so. But one thing that you need to know, you're still gonna come back and give it back to the system. If you still think Aviator it's a game of luck, you're still gonna donate to the system, and you're still gonna have so much problems. So how are you, my brother? How are you, Stembiso Pindlomo? Is the only guy. I know that most of people they don't like to hear the reality. I know most they don't want to talk about this. Most of people, they don't like to hear the truth. They like to run away from the truth. That's why they end up drowning in debts. That's why they end up failing to manage their funds, because they don't like to hear the truth. If you talk about truth, or if you talk about something that is real, people, they tend to run away from the reality. They don't like to hear that. The only thing people they care about is you saying, I just turned 20 rand to 20,000. They just want to hear that stuff. They want to hear that topic. I just turned 20 rand into 10,000, 20 rand into 5,000. That's what they are interested on. But they don't care about learning. So that's the thing. Sitembi, so Pindromo says, I'm good, my king and family. That's great. That's great, my guy. Nice to hear that. Nice to hear that you're good. So I'm still asking the question here. Are you gambling responsible? Are you debt free, or are you drowning in debts because of gambling, because of Aviator? So that's the question for today. And I know most of people, they are running away from this one. They don't like actually to hear the truth, because I know most of people, they are going through the very same thing that I'm talking about right now. Most of people, they are going through that thing. Some, they are not owing people, but they are failing to manage their funds because they don't accept defeat. The only thing that they are interested on is to make money. That's the only thing that they want to hear, or the only thing that they are interested on is to jump on Aviator and make profit. That's what they care about. So talking about the key important points about Aviator, people, they don't care about that, and they don't want to hear that. So on this live video, it's whether you want to hear it or you don't want to hear it, but this thing, it's very important. You need to note it down. You need to avoid borrowing people's money, trying to put it on Aviator and make it more. You need to avoid like spending your whole salary or spending more than 50% of your salary on gambling. Because I know there are people who are having problems right now. They can't even pay their cars installments. They can't even buy themselves groceries. They can't even do something for their kids because of gambling, because of Aviator, the way they approach the system. It's not like the Aviator is saying it's a problem. No, the problem is you. The problem is us. Controlling yourself. Gambling responsible. It's us. Because I know most of people, they keep on saying, this thing is satanic, this thing is evil. So have you ever given yourself enough time to follow your plan or to execute your plan, to follow your own system of saying, okay, this is the money that I'm willing to lose on Aviator. And if I lose this one, I'm out for the whole month. Are you doing that? Or you don't accept the defeat? Because I know the way we are programmed as human beings, or the way our mind is programmed as human beings, we treat losses as a failure. Losing is not a failure. Losing is teaching you something that you need to learn from. If you lose today, you need to learn from your mistakes. Why did you lose? If you lost because you didn't accept the defeat of your loss of 200 Rand and you went back to the bank and deposited another money, the problem is not gambling, or the problem is not Aviator. The problem is you. Because from the get-go, you told yourself that you are willing to lose 200. You are willing to put this 200 and play with it. And if you lose that 200 Rand, you're out for the whole month. But I know most of people, they don't accept the defeat. After losing the 200, they go straight to the bank or they go and buy another voucher, trying to make more money. And they end up blowing what their accounts, or they end up getting chowed their whole salary. And then if you get chowed your whole salary while you didn't finish to pay your bills, that thing is leading you to a loan shark. It's leading you to go and borrow money from people. So in order for you to cover your bills, while you had that opportunity to cover your bills, but because you didn't control yourself, you didn't stick to the plan. Because I know some people, they don't even have plans. They just jump in and make money. The only focus is making money. And if you're focusing on that, you're still gonna have a problem. Sitebisa Pindlomo says, I'm gambling responsible, my king, but I don't have debts as a person, but I do have debts. Oh, okay. If you're gambling responsible, but you do have debts, so what are those debts? Or what's the cause of those debts? Or even if you cannot tell us, because some things they are confidential. So if you double check, those debts are within your plan, are within your rules, or there is a like a slow poison coming in because of gambling or because of Aviator. Just be honest with yourself. Are those debts within your cycle or within your plan, or those debts are being caused by Aviator? Asking Sitsembiso Lomo. Breaking 965 says, "Praise be AI Jesus and all his glory." Thank you for the word of Lord. Breaking. Praise the Lord. He's everything to us, God over everything. We praise him. Thank you for the word of Lord. So the question for today, Breaking, is, are you an Aviator player? First thing first, are you playing Aviator? Is this your first time jumping into my live video, or you've been playing for some time? Or you know me, or you've been watching my videos? Yeah, Stembiso Pindlomo, are your debts within your plan, or there is a cause of Aviator or gambling in between? So that's what I need to understand. So that's the question for today, guys. Are you debt free, or are you gambling responsible? Breaking says, "I'm here to spread the word. Have you not heard?" He says, Breaking, some small churches have started saying that Jesus might come back as an AI. I'm not sure what you're talking about. The only thing that I was talking about, I was just saying thank you for the word of Lord. We really appreciate your word of Lord, saying praise the Lord. So now I don't understand when you're talking about AI Jesus, and that's out of topic, because the topic for today is based on Aviator, based on gambling. That's what I am talking about on this live video. Other than that, I'm not talking about anything, but I really appreciate you, Breaking, for sharing the word of Lord. But the question is, are you gambling responsible? Are you debt free, or are you still drowning in debts, or are you going deeper and deeper the hole? That's the question. I'm trying to help people who are drowning in debts because of gambling, because of Aviator, because I know most of people, they are struggling. I know most of people, they are struggling because of Aviator, and the problem is not us. The problem is not the Aviator. The problem is the human beings, us not being able to control ourselves and not being able to follow the plan. But ever since I started this live video, I only had a conversation based on the topic with Sibosiso Pindlomo. So most of people, they are not commenting based on this topic. They are not even saying, okay, I learned something from it. So I know this is the sad truth. People don't want to hear about the real stuff or the concept of Aviator, the imported key concept about Aviator. People, they don't care about that. The only thing that they are interested on is to play and make money. So if you are here listening, you are lucky. And if you are drowning in debts because of gambling, make sure that you take a break from Aviator and then fix your financial life first before you can jump into Aviator, to avoid going deeper and deeper. If you are drowning in debts because of Aviator, or because of whatever that you're playing, or because of gambling in general, make sure that you pause. I know it's not easy to pause, but make sure that you take a break and fix your financial life first. Because if you play Aviator while you're having debts, you're still going to have problems. Because you'll be losing money, and after losing the money, you'll be like, "Oh, I was supposed to pay what's so on. I was supposed to pay so and so because I'm owing this person 500. So you need to avoid debts as an Aviator player, or as somebody who's into gambling. Avoid debts at all cost. Avoid owing people because of Aviator. The only time you can have debts, because in life, there are some debts, like positive debts, saying you just borrowed money, you wanted to finish your project, or you wanted to start a business. That's a positive debt, because the money is going to come back, even though we are not sure, because starting a business is gambling. Also, because you don't know whether you're going to get your money back. But if you do such things, trying to do something that is going to give you money, it's better. Or borrowing money, trying to cover something very urgent, something important, maybe you had to attend a funeral, or you had to help your relatives to do some other activities that is very important, that are very important, I mean, that's better. But once you start owing people because of gambling, because of Aviator, just know that we are out of the line. And if you're not careful enough, you're gonna drown and drown and drown and drown, and you're gonna end up committing suicide or having suicidal thoughts. Because I know there are some people who once committed suicide. I know this other story. I don't know whether it's real, but I heard this other story. I once saw it on Facebook. I think it was 2024, that somebody committed a suicide because of gambling. Unresponsible. Unresponsible. So the only thing important to do as an Aviator player, you need to gamble responsible. Avoid owing people money, and avoid approaching Aviator because you want to make money to do something. So if you are playing Aviator for lucky, depending on luck, while you are not owing people, while your financial life is not affecting your financial life, you are fine. But once you play Aviator and then you start owing people, or you start gambling and you start owing people, and you start to see your like your finances going down the drain, make sure that you go out of that situation. Come up with a solution. Take a pause on gambling, take a pause on Aviator, and relax. Because if you keep on doing it, you're gonna drown and drown and drown. So yeah, guys, the question that I was asking, I saw that only few people, only Sitembiso Pindlomo, commented about it. And I know most of people, they didn't give themselves time to watch about it, or they didn't give their enough time to watch and listen to what I'm saying. So now I'll be ending the live video, but I just delivered the message that I wanted to deliver today, that avoid doing unnecessary debts. Avoid getting yourself into debts because of gambling, because of Aviator. Avoid that thing. And if you haven't watched my previous videos or my videos that I posted, just make sure that to go and watch my videos, and make sure that you take your time and listen to the things that I'm saying. You'll actually learn. You'll actually learn. But if you are not about learning, you're about making money, you are not in the right place. Because here, I'm here to teach. I'm here to change the way you think about Aviator. I'm here to change, to open your eyes to the things that you didn't know about, or to the things that you were not aware about. So yeah, the main reason for this live video, I wanted to share with you guys that avoid doing debts, or avoid getting yourself into debts because of gambling, because of Aviator. Try to be debt free and approach Aviator in a way of saying you need to improve your skill. Because one thing that you need to know, Aviator is predictable. And Aviator is not a game of luck. If you still believe in that, you're still going to have a problem. So thanks to everybody who just tuned in, guys. I will catch you on the next coming live video. And I know people want to see me play live. Just be patient with me. I'll be playing live soon. It's just a matter of time. I'm still busy with other stuff, but I'll be playing live with you guys soon. I'm still preparing so I can play live and see and teach you, or show you how am I playing it live and following my plan and following my rules. Because it's not all about making profit. It's all about executing your plan. It's all about coming up with your plan, drafting your rules, and make sure that you execute your plan. Thank you for watching till this time. If you've been with me since from the get-go of the video, I will catch you on the next one.